Recognizes shop owners who have attained the necessary business goals of a highly competent and respected leader in the industry. These shops have effectively showcased their ability to utilize the management tools that they acquired, achieving the superior level of performance at full stage 4. At this level, the owner maintains a 20% compensation for themselves. So this is a shop owner and a shop that really knows how to play the game. So what I'd like to do right now is have you all put your hands together for our first Master Elite of Shop Management this evening, Eddie and Holly Lawrence, Mobile Transport Repair. Come on down.
You guys see what I did there with my choice of music?
Yeah, buddy!
Master Lead, Master Puppets, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So this all started with an opportunity to work for myself for a large fleet back in 1996. I put my service truck together and off I went to work in the dirt. I worked the mobile side for 14 years, training techs and added trucks. I got up to 5 trucks, and things began to get a bit challenging, to put it kindly. I was running an ad in this ancient legendary book called The Yellow Pages. I was putting on new fleets through the phone book and word of mouth. All this growth was a great thing, right? Wrong. This is about the time when Holly pulled this newspaper-looking mailer from the trash. Management success, now drive. Have you seen this? She asked. Yeah, I read them all the time and throw them away. Her look was that of a proverbial frying pan, hit me upside the head. We need this. Why do you throw them away? We need this. Like now. Frickin' moron.
So I'll say the postcard talked about, are you working too much? Are you not making any money? Are you stressed? And that's exactly where we were. We had just had a new baby, and Eddie was working 6 to 7 days a week. We were racking up our credit cards. I was working full-time in my own career, and it was really stressful. So when I saw that, with it saying, hey, we can help you, and here he'd been throwing them away. So I said, we're calling them.
She didn't really say that, but she didn't have to. Although she does have a Samuel L. Jackson switch on her. No, I knew she was right. Long hours, no weekends, living check to check was far from the dream I had started. 2010, Drive just happened to be coming to Denver, and we signed up for their 2-day seminar. At the end of the seminar, after some shell shock and some expletives, we signed up. We had to put half of it on a credit card. With no shop at this point, we were strictly mobile still. Off I went to work in the dirt again, working for my truck. We took the consulting and went to the classes. And it's a leap of faith when you make that decision. Yeah, that's your first big investment, that oh shit moment. And you know, you start learning these things, and there's a struggle because you've been doing it your way for so long that you really realize that you're 180 degrees out of phase. And you realize, wow, I just kind of almost have to start over here. How am I going to do this? And so we did, but it takes time. It takes time to do that. You know, like Jim said, you said change is a constant. Well, you might as well invest in yourself and have a little bit of control in that change because it's going to happen anyway. So you invest in yourself, you invest in your knowledge and learning, and you start taking a little control of that direction when that change occurs. Michael Gerber and Emeth talked about the technician. We all start off as technicians. And when you're a technician, you go into business for yourself, guess what? You're still a technician. And the executive of your business, you're up here, but there's a huge gulf between that technician who just started his own business and that executive where you're dreaming, where you want to be. So what's going to fill that gulf? Well, we found that with Drive. And it's been a great experience. So 2 years after signing on, we bought our first shop property. It was an empty warehouse, and over time, we turned it into a shop. Holly left her career as a dental hygienist. And that was a big step for me because she was my backup if I screwed things up. She was my sugar mama. I was like, oh, okay, it's getting for real again here. We just made this big investment and now my sugar mama's jumping on board. I cannot screw this up. So she came on board and together we were able to begin applying those things that we learned, because you can learn them, but the trick is to applying those as well. And so we began applying those, and as we did, we learned more from our consulting and our consultant. In the spring of 2017, we were awarded Shop Masters. Now during this process, we went through a lot of consultants. They all quit. We were hopeless. They're not here anymore. They're gone. We drove them off. No, they went for their own reasons. But you know, we do have an amazing one now, and I will get to him. But you know, I was 27 years old when I started out of that truck in '96. It's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And ironically, here I am in Holly 27 years later, up here receiving this award. We did not get here alone. It took a lot of people over the years to make this happen. And I'd like to acknowledge some of those people here tonight. We brought some of our crew. Would my table please stand up? We couldn't do it without you guys. We got Joel, our general manager, Josh, our service manager, Tammy, our admin manager, Andre, our senior service advisor, Mark, our parks manager, and Ramon, our lead mobile tech.
We definitely could not do it without you. Appreciate you all so much.
We love you guys, we know that.
Thank you for that. So a big special thanks goes out to our consultant, Larry Monroe, also known as Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Thank you, Larry. Thank you for not quitting like all the others.
Larry, we consider family, and we just really are grateful for you.
Larry, you're a true guide and a mentor. You give us wisdom and insight into what can be a chaotic industry. You've talked me off the ledge more than once over the years. You have a way of forecasting what is coming down the line before it hits, and teaching us young Padawans up here. Larry, we're honored, and we love you. Your family, thank you. We also want to acknowledge all of our shop friends that we've met over the long years. We've networked with many of you, and you've become lifelong friends. Our Talk Truck 20 group that we've learned so much from, and all the body shops and general auto shops that we've been in class with and we've met over the years. We love you all. Thank you guys for that. I want you to know that an operational stage 4 shop is not a myth. Remember how you felt before hiring that first service advisor. I can't afford to hire a service advisor. You can't afford not to. At the time, it defies logic. Hiring a general manager is the same defying logic. You can't afford not to. And when you do, you'll finally know that one elusive thing, freedom. I work a 15 to 20 hour work week at the shop, Monday through Wednesday and some Fridays, and that is because I want to, not because I must. Holly comes once a week on an average for the shop meetings. This freedom allows us to pursue our other projects, and more importantly, more family time. There is something to be said for perseverance. In the words of John Quincy Adams, patience and perseverance have a magical effect, before which difficulties disappear and obstacles vanish. I leave you with this. Stick to it. You might surprise yourself. Thank you, Drive. We love you guys.